Hi guys, it's Synolve. How are you guys doing? I sure hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. I am tired. It is 1:16 a.m. I'm looking at my computer over there. It is 1:16 a.m. in the morning, and your girl is tired. I am tired. I turned in my final. Yay for class, for the crisis communications class. I finally turned it in, and y'all, ooh, it was just intense. It was just a lot of little minor, not minor. Please don't let me say minor. It was a lot of little pieces. I had to make sure hubby edited. Is my right? Is my hair right, y'all? But anyway, I had to make sure that hubby had to edit for me. But it's like a lot of little intricate pieces that fit in together into one. But we got it done, y'all. Woo! We got it done. But I was thinking while I was doing my homework, I was thinking about this whole thing of a queen's lifestyle and what that means and what it means to be, a king and what all of that means and how that works for us and how do we live this lifestyle to the fullest? How do we, once we know who we are, we answer the ancestors' call. Can I get that up? We answer the ancestors' call. Right, okay. Once we do that, then what's next? Like what okay, now what? Now what do we do? And I began to really think about my space, okay? So we'll talk about two things, and that is the outside physicalness, what you put in your space. So we'll talk about that. And then I want to talk about what it really means to be royal, to be a royal, what it really means to be a king or a queen. A lot of people have been just sort of just over impressed or really thinking about kind of looking at Meghan Markle and her life as she becomes, as she's become a royal, and you see this outside appearance of what it means to be a royal, what it means to live with royalty, Michelle Obama, all of that, the kings and queens of Africa, of, Egypt, all of the things that have happened throughout history, right? As it relates to African culture, kings and queens. And so we have just such a rich legacy, and maybe we'll go through the kings and queens of Africa. Y'all let me know below if that's something you're interested in. But I was, thinking about how we are just engrossed in this king queen culture, but as if royalty is somewhere outside of us, you're right, and not within. And it's really an inside job. It really is an inner thing. And we are all royals. We are part of a royal kingship, queenship. We are part of a royal house. And sometimes we really just have been, because of so many things that have happened, through colonization, slavery, all those things, right? We've been disconnected from our true royal nature and our true royal being. And so as I looked around my house, I thought, well, first of all, I'm wearing this really comfy outfit. I don't know if you can see it in its entirety, but let's take a little peek. So I'm wearing this really comfy outfit, this comfy shirt. Let's look down a little because I'm tired, y'all. I can't show y'all too much, but it's really just this really comfy, one of my favorite outfits to wear in the wintertime. So it's just one of my favorite. And it was a little warm today, so a little bit warmer than I needed for this outfit, but I wore it still because I thought it was going to be cooler than it actually was. Turned out really warm today. And then I started thinking about all the things I have in my house, right, that are royal and so or related to kingship or queenship. And I was like, wow, I really have a lot of things. And one of those things, which you probably have seen before, is this crown. Hubby and I each have a crown in our bedroom. I got these from Dee Dee's. I had these, I guess, for about a year. It's $9.99. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's upside down. Upside down, $9.99. Anyway, so Dee Dee's got this crown. It just sits on our nightstands, and it's just really pretty. And they had several ones. It took me forever to try to match up The colors, all of that. I love silver and gold. I love mixing metals. So mine is gold, hubby's is silver. And so there's that. I have, of course, the Queen Mother who sits behind me. And there she is in all of her glory, right? She's beautiful. Got this from Ross. So, you know, we decorate our spaces with things like that. Of course, I got my gold stuff, diamonds, gems going on back there because, you know, I'm royalty. That's my crown. It kind of sits over my head as a faux crown while I'm taping. You kind of see it. Anyway, that's what I think of when it's behind there. That's my little crown, right? Of course, my elephant is just gorgeous. She's a queen. I gotta find a crown for her because she'll have, she just needs a crown, right? She just needs the crown on top of there, and I can glue one on there for her. So put my baby back. There you go. Yeah, so I have those things. I have this. I'm just going to show you. And I watch a lot of Nollywood. So if you ever watch a lot of Nollywood, and I probably still have the tags on these from where they were $1.99, right? That I got these from a consignment shop in Nashville months ago. It's been last year, right? It's been a long time ago. But anyway, I have this whole thing, which I love this candlestick, by the way. It's just so intricate in design. But yeah, I have this, these necklaces with the elephant. And it just reminds me of Nigeria. It really does. Reminds me when you see in the Nollywood films, they'll have the white, the queens will wear this white and the shells. And so I have this over here because I use this area too as sort of an ancestral altar. But also, whenever I see it, it's just royalty. And I have promised myself that I'm going to take one of my white outfits, my closets right there, and wear some of my beautiful things. But I want to collect a few more shells. So I have these two, right? And then the wooden ones. But I want to collect some more of the shells. So that really, when you see, I can sit it back down, y'all. Sorry, I don't want to drop it. But when you see, you know, like I said, the movies in Nollywood movies, you'll see the kings and queens having those royal necklaces they have on, you know, the shells, all that. You just look, and the women look absolutely beautiful. Of course, the men have on their attire, which distinguishes them as royalty. So let me show you something else. I just began to realize just how much stuff I have, right? So here we are. It's a queen. It's a big chess piece. I wish I had been able to find more of these. I only found the one, and it was at this little store that just opened up, and they sell old factory outlet stuff, or, you know, stuff that's been returned or didn't sell, unsold merchandise. So this is like $5.99. Home decor. So this reminds me that it might have been at Hobby Lobby. This kind of Home Goods, Hobby Lobby, that kind of thing. And I know I've seen it. It was regular $13.99. I know I've seen this tag before. I just don't know where. But yeah. So there's that. And let's see. Oh, here. Just this. All right. Beautiful. I got this at Pier 1. This crown was a keychain. I want to say Hobby Lobby or somewhere like that. That's why I say, and I glued this on top of her. But this, she is beautiful. This is Pier 1. She was 20% off or 51% off. 50% off, I mean. Years, yeah, it's been a while. Maybe last year or year before. But I've had this for a while. And she sits, whenever I'm typing right here, my computer is right behind you guys. My computer screen is right behind you. And so she sits right beside my computer screen. And I see her, and I know, I'm reminded that I am royalty. I mean, I look at this, and I know I'm royalty, right? That's all I need, her. And I know that I'm a queen. I know that I'm a queen. So yeah, so I have these things, right? And they're just reminders. I have something else too. Um, this came from Chico's. It's been a while, but you see this, and you can put it like it's supposed to go on like your purse. You can you know, just hang it from anywhere. But when I saw her, I had to have her. It's amazing. You go in, she goes for clothes and come out with this stuff. But anyway, it is what it is. So yeah. So her crown, she's there. She got a little crown over. You know, she's sharp. She got a little crown over to the side. It is what it is. And she's just royalty. She's just dressed. She's got her beads and stuff on. She's just royalty. And so this, you know, this reminds me of who I am, of my royal nature. And so I love things that are blingy. I love, oh guys, sorry. I was trying to pick this up. If you ever see me taping anything in my bathroom, usually my phone sits inside. I was looking for my other phone, my old phone that I broke the camera. I don't know how I dropped it when I went for like to get sewing lessons at Joann's in Mississippi, and I dropped my phone, and the camera messed up, so I had to get a new phone. But anyway, this is my daughter's. Y'all see that's broken. But this is what my phone sits in, and it's in my bathroom. And when I go in there, it just reminds me that I am a queen. I'm a princess. My daughter's princess. This was in her room, and I am a queen. Then as she grew older, I put this in the foyer because I was always going to put a picture of her on it, but it was just a reminder that she's royalty, right? She's royalty. Um, and so it occurred to me, you know, that yes, it's awesome that we have all of these. Let me reach for this, guys. All of these artifacts and all of these beautiful things, you know, around us to remind us that we are kings, that we are queens, to remind us of our royal nature, to remind us of who we are. Because there's so many things, you know, around us that really tear us down, and that really this within this Western culture that keeps dragging you back and keeps taking you away from the knowledge of who you are. And so you have to continuously remind yourself. So whether it's putting things in spaces that are beautiful, that help you remember, whatever it may be. It can be a cutout crown on the wall if you can't get out of poster board and put glitter on it. If you can't afford, you know, a crown right now, that's okay. That's cool. You know, we do what we do, right? We walk in royalty at all times, no matter where we are, what level we have the graces. We have all of the things that we embody that allow other people to know that we're royalty, whether we're trying to hide it or not. But we can cloak it, but that's a whole nother conversation for another time. But anyway, so I realized, like, all around, I have these things, artifacts, reminders throughout my space. Just kind of looking around, you know, that I'm a queen, that you are a king, right? Just these reminders that I'm royalty all over my space, all of where I am. And so, as a person of a certain age, right, maturity, with that comes the knowledge, and it, you know, kind of goes in levels and ways that yes, I'm a queen, right? Yes, I am royal, right? And I am royalty. My ancestors were royal. They were royalty. I promise you, we were from the house of royalty. This is why we were targeted, why we were chosen. This is just what the ancestors have told me. I'm just saying that we were from the house of royalty, and that we were targeted because of our knowledge, because of our wisdom, because of our ability to create, right, and recreate. And that's why this is why it's so difficult for us when we as African Americans to be in poverty. This is, you know, why? Because we know we're not supposed, it's like it don't even feel right. Like we know we're not supposed to live at this level, this, you know, a low level. We know we're not supposed, it just feels like a coat somebody else put on you that doesn't belong to you. Like we know we're not supposed to be living at a low level. We know we're not supposed to live beneath who we are. We know we're not supposed to be in negative, bad relationships that don't work for us, that don't bring us joy, that don't fuel who we are. Like we know all this stuff, right? Like we know. Like we know we're not supposed to be working on, for many of you, it's like it feels crazy. And COVID has been a blessing because you weren't supposed to be working on other people's jobs and other people's businesses. You're supposed to be running it, the whole thing, the air right to the throne. You feel that in your spirit. And so now this has been the time for you to create and for you to do things you needed to do. And so it's in us, right? It's an internal thing. And so we have sometimes, although we knew who we are, we knew who we were, we've entered into, different things that were beneath the standard of who we were, simply because we had all of the outside things put together, right? We had the room decorated, we had our nails done, got our makeup on perfect. Guys had the perfect suit, the perfect, haircut, the beard, tight, whatever, what I'm saying? Ladies got your do-dig, got your wig laid, your baby hairs, coming down. I don't like no baby hairs because I think once you get a certain age, you just don't be worrying about no baby hairs, but hey, do you? That's another subject for another time. And we as women have our perfumes. I just love this bottle. It's a very inexpensive perfume. I think I got this as the Five Below dupe, but I love the bottle. And so I love beautiful things in my spaces. And so I grabbed her. She reminds me of a bottle similar to, this is whatever it is, Paris Lights, but it reminds me of something my grandmother would have had years ago, Estee Lauder. The color of the bottles, it just kind of, I don't know why, it just, and I don't know if it even looks like that, but I just remember her having Estee Lauder bottles. And of course, Estee Lauders would always have some of the darker brandy colors, some of the darker colors. And so this just kind of reminds me of that. So you can fill your space all day long with beautiful things. And I suggest you do, because there'll be reminders for you of who you are. And you do need to be reminded, because sometimes we click in and out, right? We take that crown off. We'll be like, oh, you said what? What? You did what? Let me take that crown off and let me handle this right quick. And what I learned is in my years of, because I'm very calm now, but in my years of let me handle this, what I have learned is that your queenship, right? Your royalty, your kingship, that it is something you embody on the inside. You see her meditating, like she's going in, right? Connecting with one, connecting with source, connecting with the Most High, connecting with the ancestors, right? All that is, right? So what I realized now that I am more mature, is that you can decorate your whole everything, right? On the outside. This little hair, I guess, got tangled in my neck. But anyway, you can decorate everything on the outside. You have everything looking beautiful. But baby, honey, if you don't have royalness and know who you are on the inside of you, if you don't embody it for yourself, if you don't have the queen, the king, the royalness within you, and understand that it's in you, it doesn't matter what you put on. It don't matter what you put on. It don't matter what perfume you spray. It doesn't matter if it's $5, $25, $100 or $1,000. It doesn't matter if you flew to Milan, Paris, or at Alibaba. It doesn't matter where you flew to, or Banjul, Lagos. It don't matter where you flew to get it. It doesn't matter. Dar es Salaam. It don't matter. If you don't have an understanding of who you are on the inside, from the inside, and allow it to permeate from the inside of you in every area of your life, and emit and transmit and project forward that queen. I'm a queen, right? I'm a queen. I'm royal. I'm royalty. I know who I am. I know who I am. I'm royal. I'm royalty. If you don't embody it from the inside of who you are, all of this stuff on the outside doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. And that's really the disconnect. The disconnect in this society is that we have been so centered and focused on developing everything on the outside, right? Get our nails done, get our hair done, right? The right clothes, the right perfumes, the right look, the right man, the right woman on our shoulder, right? All this stuff on the outside. The right house, the right bank account, the right job, the right career, and all those things are important, okay? All those things. But we've been so focused on developing the outside and developing an outside appearance and facade. Right? You got your makeup on fleek, honey. You got that fresh face. You got everything going on. But on the inside, you're ugly. On the inside, you're undeveloped. On the inside, you don't embody the beauty of who you are. So there's a disconnect. I mean, when we're talking about branding, right? We talk about that. There's a disconnect between the brand of what the company brand says about who they are and who they actually are. And when there's a disconnect with branding in companies, customers get angry. That's why you had this issue with H&M a couple of years ago, right? Last year, when H&M, everybody loved H&M. They had, all the diverse ads with lots of diverse people, and then, people of all cultures, backgrounds, ethnicities, and then they put out the one ad with the little boy and said he was the cutest little monkey in the jungle, and it just wrecked the whole thing. It just wrecked the whole thing, right? How many times we see this? We see this over and over again. There's a disconnect. That's what's going on in the White House now. We expect for presidents to act a certain way, carry themselves with a certain demeanor, to behave appropriately in certain ways. And so when they don't, when the office doesn't match up with the person who's sitting in the chair, can you really call them leader? Can you really call them president? No, because president means that you rise to a higher level in the way that you communicate, in the way that you act, in the way that you treat people, in the way that you talk and speak locally, nationally, globally, right? Internationally. All that factors your policy, how you're able to negotiate and be diplomatic, all of those things, right? Make up the total human, the total person, and then this office in which they serve. You have been called to an office. You have been called to an office, and your office is as a king, as a queen. Your office is as a member of the royal court. What I need you to do is embody that. Embody and embrace who you are. And so that means the way you communicate, the way you treat other people, the way you carry yourself, the way you dress, the way you, everything you do should emit royalty, should emit the beauty and royalness of the crown that the ancestors have given you, and appoint in the office that the ancestors have appointed you to rock, to be in. And so let's get away from this chasing, right, of external things, chasing these external things, which we believe mean that we're queens or that we're royal. Don't just chase the crown, right? Don't just chase the crown. chase the spirit of the crown. Embody the spirit of royalty and who you are. Embrace that. And so that way, as we move and have our movements here in the West, throughout the diaspora, wherever we may be around the world, when we move on the continent of Africa, we show up differently. We show up in ways that are very different and powerful and impactful. And we're able to get our business done. We're able to do the things that we need to do because we embody the power and the beauty of our royalness in everything that we do. We embody it. We don't just, we're not just a beautiful, pretty thing to look at. We're not just surrounded by beautiful things that are around us. We are actually beautiful and wonderful and amazing within ourselves. And we draw on that power. So when we're communicating, right, with other people, how do we show up? Right? Professional, respectful, kind, loving. When we're doing business, how do we show up? With integrity and honesty and respect, loyalty, loving. When we build relationships, right? We're able to communicate well. We're able to love each other. We're able to say what we need to say. Yes. I'm not, taking anything away from that. Just that we embody the fullness of this beautiful relationship of who we are. And remember who we are in every moment, in everything that we do, in everything that we say, in how we dress and how we carry ourselves, right? All of that is an embodiment of the royal nature that it resides within us. And it celebrates everything about us, right? The way we dress, the way we talk to each other, the way that we think, right? Because those little negative thoughts starts coming in there and we have to kick them out because they come in and they create a whole beehive in space, right? So we have to learn how to begin now in this moment as we're moving within the spaces of what we are called to do and what we have been called to be in this moment. We have been called to be the new African. We've been called to be, right, as a global African people, right? We're the new, right? We've been called to be royalty in every aspect, in every area of our lives, and to embody this royal nature that the Most High has placed within us. We know it's in each of us, right? We know it's in us. And so now it's time to just release it, unleash it, and allow it to unfold and to flourish and to sparkle and shine in our lives. All right, guys? Embody it. Be it. Be royalty, because that is who you are. That's truly who you are. It's time to be who you truly are. No more shrinking back. No more hiding. No more pretending. No more playing low. No more playing, lower than or beneath you, or making choices that are beneath who you are. No more. Rise, arise to the royal nature and the royal call of who you really are. Come on in and join the royal court. All right, guys. I am excited. Again, I'm tired. But I had to get this message out because I'm just thinking, it's 1:44, y'all. I'm just thinking, this has been on my mind. And I really was just like, wow, I got to share this, because we in this season, in this moment, there's a lot of stuff swirling around us, all of this stuff. And it is because we haven't taken the time to truly embody within us the royal nature of who we are. We're living below our capacity, beneath our capacity. And we've been taught that. We've been oppressed. We've been whatever, right? We've been abused. We've been taught that. And so now it's just time to rise. It's time to rise. It's time to take your crown, right, and wear it. It's time for you to take that crown. Take that crown, honey. Take it and wear it and be it, embody it, all of who you are, and walk in peace and love and joy, right? And professionally, all those things. Embody the best and the beauty of who you are as a royal being. Okay, we'll talk more. We'll talk more. I'm loving this new sort of series. It's actually an old series. I've done some of this content before. It was really a lot of fun. You know, in different ways. And so now I'm getting sort of a clearer message on how this is to move forward. And I'm pretty excited about it. So join me for the series. Tell a friend. Be sure to share the comment. Like it. If this was a blessing to you, if this was it resonated with you and you were like, see, that's what I'm talking about. If that did that for you, if you learned something new, or you just put it in your bag and it's just some old tricks that you now can pull out. If this blessed you in any way, like, comment, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Leave me a comment about what you're doing in this new season to truly and completely embody the beauty of who you are and your true royalness, right? And your royalty as a king, as a queen. Let me know. All right, guys, hit the join button if you'd like to join the royal court, your royal heir, all those things. We have different royal levels. If you'd like to be a part of that and receive some extra behind the scenes content, then come on. Be a part of the family. Join us over on Patreon. We got some exciting things over there that we're trying to start to build a community, and I'd love for you to be a part of that. I think on Patreon we have a little bit more flexibility as because YouTube is in this beta stage with the join button, but over on Patreon we have a little bit more flexibility because their platform is a little bit more structured and kind of put together. But YouTube is coming, and I'm excited about that. For us to really build a community, and from there we'll be building a community, and yeah, a whole website, and there's so many other things to come. Oh, my back is itching because I know it's time to go to bed. All right, guys. Yeah, 1:48. I gotta go to bed. a.m. in the morning. What else? All my socials are Synolve, so you can reach me anywhere: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, of course YouTube. I'm here. If you want to talk more about your repat journey, do so. We got a whole community on Facebook that's growing and building. A lot of exciting things are happening and coming together. So I'll put all that in the link below. I'll put all the information in the link below if you want to would like to help us build this community even further. Please, I'll put the link for GoFundMe, and then you can share if this message was a blessing to you, because we are kings and queens, and here on Synolve, that's what we support. We're here to support and help you manifest the king, the queen, the royalness that is within you. All right, guys, I love you guys so much. And remember who you are. You are amazing. You are beautiful. You are wonderful. You are wise. You're intelligent. Baby, you are a king. You are a queen. You are a member of the royal house of the Most High. And you've been called for such a time as this. I love you guys so much. You have everything within you to do everything you need to do. All right? You're wonderful. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You are loved. You are powerful. You know why? Honey, baby, because you just are. And I'm going to see you in another video real soon. Bye-bye, guys. Love you.